So, hey, Thane, how are you doing out there?
Hey, well, you know what? I feel very, very lucky that I'm okay. My house is okay. We're far enough west in Abbotsford
Yeah,
that we're
because
not.
what's going on in Abbotsford right now? Like it's
So,
yeah,
half
there's
of our
huge flooding.
city, yeah, half of our city is underwater right now. So what's happened is that we've had a month's worth of rain last weekend, all in the span of like 2 days. And so because we're in kind of the Fraser Valley that kind of goes into a prairie, what I'm learning, and actually I knew this, but I didn't totally know this. So what happened was all of Sumas Prairie, which is kind of the area like slightly east of our city, and then all the way into Chilliwack, right to the border, that was all built over a lake at one point in time. So
Yeah.
they dried up the lake. They built some like water pumps, like a water pumping station, and it wasn't enough to sustain all of the water that we got over the weekend. And so what's happened is that it started overflowing, and all
The
of the
drainage system is not strong enough to support the amount of water.
that's right. That's right. So everybody in the Sumas Prairie, all of the farmland, like all of the farmland is
I
complete. It's
know.
completely
I saw the farmers are like taking, I mean, one guy had his cattle in his office on the news and,
yeah. 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 One
trying
of my
to
girlfriends, I've actually, yeah, a friend of mine, she is actually a realtor here as well. She lives on a farm right in the heart of where it's happening. And she sent me a video of her leaving her house in a search and rescue boat with her dogs and cats in the cages, right? And last few days, I've been trying to help find a spot, a rescue boat and this place to store her goats, and like it's crazy. But then, so that's one side of it, right? But then you get the other side of it where it's like halfway between, like Highway 1 runs right through Abbotsford, right? So I guess it would have probably 5 exits starting from Mount Lehman all the way to, I would say, Whatcom and Number 3 Road. So Highway 1, that's like a major, major access route to get from east to west. And literally you see the highway, it's like here 1 minute, and then at like a major, major exit, it literally just goes right underwater.
Oh,
And I've never, ever, ever seen anything like it. So it's like anywhere. So where I'm at Mount Lehman, and then you have Clearbrook exit, and then McCallum exit. We're okay. But then right next to the McCallum exit, you get Sumas, and that's where it closes for the flooding. And so you can literally drive up. So when I take my kids to school and daycare, I drive up the hill and you look down and I can see the like waves and
oh wow.
water. Yeah, which is where I would normally go. Like the route I would normally take is now literally submerged underwater.
Wow. So how is all of this impacting real estate? Like what about
Okay.
insurance for people?
So, a couple things are happening right now. I was actually just watching the news this morning, and so what they're doing is the city it has made a decision to destroy between 6 and 10 properties for the sake of keeping all of the other properties safe. So they're having to kind of rebuild the dike, and
For
in
extra
that
water, right? Like to create
yeah,
like a
it needs to let it out. It needs to divert it, right? But unfortunately, 6 to 10 properties are going to be affected, and all of these people are just finding out about this now. And it's going to be really interesting to see what happens over the next few days because, I mean, they don't have a choice. Unfortunately, that's kind of what they're saying is that they're going to have to be forcefully removed from their properties if they choose not to go, which is a
what
really scary thing.
what sort of things do you see that are needs there right now?
Well, so there's a lot of people. There's probably about I think it's between 7 and 10,000 people that are without accommodation. So I'm actually doing a donation drive tomorrow, all day tomorrow. I'm going around to everybody and just picking up food supplies, diapers, tampons, toilet paper, like all of the necessities that people would need because they're literally without anything right now. Um, but you also had asked how that affects real estate. Just to touch on that, so in the Fraser Valley here, a lot of areas are on what's called the floodplain. and we haven't seen a massive flood since 1990. And this is even before I was a realtor, even before I was living out here. And so, in real estate, like, we have a little box that we tick in our listings, whether or not the property's in a floodplain or not. And this really puts into perspective how that affects property and insurance. So one of my clients phoned me yesterday, and they had a family member that were completing on a property purchase in Chilliwack 2 days ago, and it almost didn't close because the insurance companies, they weren't insuring to Chilliwack right now because of everything that's happening. Also, they said that everybody that's affected by it, they're probably considered high risk areas. And a lot of people are going to be really surprised and saddened to find out that they're probably not going to be covered for all of the flood damage that has just happened. So it's, it's all still happening, like, as we speak. Literally, I'm watching the news, and I mean, I know the news is so depressing, but it's like I'm watching it all the time just because I'm wanting to see, if my son's going to go visit his dad this weekend. We don't know. The roads have been closed. We've had schools closed for the first portion of the week. I kept my son home from school on Wednesday just because where his school is and where the flood risk area is, there's like maybe 3 blocks. I mean, luckily his school's like on a huge top of the hill, but you just don't know what's going to happen. And I'm more concerned about the roads to get from here to the school. So yeah, it's been interesting times, right? It's really sad, but yeah, so I'm doing a donation drive. So I'm just going around to anybody that I can, anybody that has any kind of donations. I'm just dedicating the entire day tomorrow to just go pick stuff up and just bring it all to the TradeX Center. So that's the TradeX Center is kind of the it's right next to the Abbotsford Airport, which is about a 5-minute drive from where I am. So really easy access, and all of those roads are still open, thankfully. So I have access west, and so that's why I'm hoping that I can just, go to past clients or anybody that I know from, Langley or anywhere west in the Lower Mainland, really, and come bring it over to people for, all of the evacuees. And yeah, it's really crazy. It's really crazy.
It's surreal, right?
Yeah. But then in Merritt, 2 hours inward in the interior, the entire city of Merritt has been evacuated. And it's 10 times worse out there. It's crazy. So yeah, we pay the big bucks to live out here in BC, and we get nice weather, but like, this is unprecedented. It's just crazy.
Yeah. Well, I hope that you have much success tomorrow,
Thank you.
with your food drive and your donation drive, and you and your family stay safe, and we'll be thinking of you and putting prayers out there for you.
Thank you so much. Yes, and I'm going to be doing the same to all of my friends and neighbors here. Yes.
For sure.
Awesome. I'll keep you posted. I'll let you know next week how it all goes. Hopefully I'll have good news.
For sure.
Okay.
Well, thanks. Let's talk to you next week.
Okay, that sounds good. Bye.